Hello, good evening, and welcome back. More good news. General election 2019. Thank you, BBC. Brexit Party will not stand in Tory seats. Well done, Farage. You've done the right thing. Morally right. You've decided that you're not going to stand in the Tory seats. Sorry, but standing in the seats. Come on. And you decided instead you're going to go for whether Tories did not win their seats in 2017 in order to try and grab votes away from Labour. The plan being, of course, since last time the Tories did need help with DUP with their 10 seats, that this time they would get help from the Brexit Party instead. The good thing about this is that if it does split the vote for Labour and Tories clean up, then well done for them. Of course, then they're going to get a majority, as they seem to be set to get anyway. However, the Brexit Party will most likely get some anyway, be able to clean up. If the Tories don't get a majority, then the Brexit Party will join in, which is also good news for Boris Johnson if he does wish to actually push forward with Brexit, as he said he will do. And Farage seems to be appeased by Johnson's latest stance with Brexit, and he's saying that it is not similar to Theresa May's Florence deal, with what Johnson intends to do. It's a sudden change of tone, if you will. So I don't know what backroom dealings they've done, but it seems to have come out favourably. So, hey, well done for doing what you've done. I'd say that's a jolly good show. And as I've said before, the Brexit Party too fractured in anything other than Brexit to really be able to stand up on their own, in which case, after Brexit, I'm sure the Tories will be able to pass whatsoever legislation they wish to, as they will hold a de facto majority, even if they don't hold an actual majority. As it will take away seats from the opposition. So, good job to all involved. Jolly well done. So, the Brexit Party leader had planned to run candidate in 600 seats after Johnson rejected his offer of a Leave alliance to deliver Brexit. But he will now not stand in 317 seats won by the Tories in 2017, but will continue to stand elsewhere to try and pick up any Leave voters that are under Labour strongholds, for example. Farage said his party would focus its efforts on trying to take seats held by Labour, whom he accused of betraying its Leave-supporting voters. Well, yes, and hopefully that should also appease the voters, in that it should decrease the attacks on politicians and MPs who have been betraying the will of the people. And by attack, I do also mean vandalising their property, saying things like traitor. I'm hoping that this will pass over the thoughts of a civil war or revolution, civil unrest, anything like that. I think that'll help. The nice thing about something like Brexit is to say, well, yes, you do deliver, in which case the UK denizens who want to be British can then stay in Britain and be British. And then the UK denizens who wish to be European instead of British can then go join one of the many other European countries. So everybody's happy. Everybody gets to be where they want to be, and jolly well done. If you're pro-EU and you don't like the UK, like Corbyn or Joe Swinson, then you can leave the UK and go join the European Union in another country. So in that case, I think everybody's happy. You identify as European, you go to Europe. You identify as British, you stay in Britain. Or you come to Britain, by all means. You like British culture, you wish to assimilate, you wish to propagate it and create a more fulfilling British experience for everyone involved, then hey, doors are open. Welcome, come on in. Why would we not wish to encourage that? I'm all for it. So there could be anyone in Europe who doesn't like the European Union, or there could be anybody outside of Europe who just likes Britain. Fair enough. Welcome in. So, the Brexit Party is less than a year old, doesn't have any MPs, but it was the clear winner in the UK's European elections in May, with more than 30% of the vote, something Jo Swinson doesn't like to mention. But then again, she doesn't seem to like to mention facts, because they don't treat her very favourably. Johnson welcomed Farage's move, calling it a recognition that there's only one way to get Brexit done, and that's to vote for the Conservatives. I don't think that's quite what Farage meant by that. Labour leader Corbyn said Donald Trump got his wish when Mr Farage announced his electoral strategy. Cool, good. Trump had a good idea anyway, said they would be unstoppable. I'm all for that. So, it's a win-win-win. Don't threaten me with a good time, but wait, you're going to threaten me with an even better time later, aren't you? So, US President previously urged Farage to team up with Johnson, saying they would be an unstoppable force. Lib Dem Deputy Leader Sir Ed Davey said Farage's decision shows the Conservatives and the Brexit Party are now one and the same. Oh, you're so kind. Oh, you're so thoughtful. You really like to throw this election away, don't you? Jolly good. So people are saying, oh, that's terrible. And yet, of course, they don't wish to mention that in Wales, that they're doing the same thing on the flip side. They say, with their pro-Remain election pact, SNP leader Nicola Sturgeon, yes, the Nationalist Party leader, yes, said the Tories have effectively become the Brexit Party. Oh, you flirt. Aren't you delightful? Now you're really threatening me with a good time. Couldn't get any better. She added that defeating the Tories in Scotland will help deprive Boris Johnson's increasingly extreme and right-wing party of the majority they crave. You're calling him a right-wing party? Well, you are very kind. Thank you. Yes, let's get some more votes. Jolly good. Anti-Brexit parties Plaid Cymru, the Green Party, and the Lib Dems have agreed not to stand against each other in 60 seats across England and Wales. Their pact means that in Wales, 2 of the parties will agree not to fill the candidate, boosting the third candidate's chance of picking up the Remain vote. In England, it will simply be a two-way agreement between the Lib Dems and the Greens. Yes, because who the fuck knows what Labour stands for at the moment? Do they even know? Other than communism, but then who do they want to lead? Is Corbyn going to side with Tony Benn and say, oh yes, well, I'm very Eurosceptic, and we don't wish to have a bigger leader governing us and looming over us? Or is he just going to be John McDonnell's puppet and say, yeah, the EU, they're definitely good, yes. As long as you don't ask why, because, hey, questions are bad. Free speech should be banned. So, for once, let's see what Laura says, because it's wonderful. Hypothetically, the decision by the Brexit Party leader makes it notionally easier for the Tories to keep seats they hold already. It does, definitely, and that's brilliant. And they're going to clean up even more. But it's a million miles away from giving them a clear run. No, it really isn't, because then it takes the votes away from Labour. So anybody who wishes to vote Tory will still vote Tory. Anybody who wants Brexit but can't bring themselves to vote Tory will vote for the Brexit Party. And the Lib Dems, hardly worth talking about. They're just given press coverage because the press likes them. Farage says he will stand candidates in Labour areas. It looks like I know who I'm going to be voting for in Manchester then. And for the Prime Minister to get the majority he craves, the Tories have to take seats that are currently held by Labour, not just hold on their existing MPs. And as I've just alluded to, I'm very sure they will. And if they don't, then the Brexit Party will win out. And in these seats, it is going to be incredibly fractured. That, of course, you've got the Lib Dems and Labour fighting each other, Brexit and the Tories aren't, in which case the Tories will clean up there. And then, in places where the Labour and the Lib Dems are fighting each other, then you've got the Brexit Party joining in as well. And the Tories could quite easily sneak ahead. In which case, if you get anyone from the other side trying to vote tactically, does that mean they're going to have to vote Labour, and then they can't vote Lib Dems, and then the Lib Dems are fucked, because first past the post does that? Well, we shall see. But nonetheless, it is amazing news. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoy that lovely start to the week. Enjoy the rest of it. Hopefully there'll be even greater news to come. So thank you all very much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Try and find the YouTube algorithm. I do really appreciate it. Thank you so much yet again, and as always, have a good one.